Hello, my name is Eric and I'm doing another one of my photography vlogs called One Body, One Lens, One Roll, One Day. I am here. It's a kind of muggy July morning. It's supposed to rain a little bit. The clouds are starting to come in a bit. Figured I'd get this episode done before it does start to rain. Looks like it rained a little bit. There's some wet spots, but it's not raining at the moment, so hopefully that stays up. I'm here at Crestwood Park in Medina. I've been here once before. It was a very snowy episode. Probably, I think it was then I was shooting some expired film on a manual Minolta. It was like early episode, probably episode 4 or 5. You'd have to go back and watch it, but it's definitely snowing that day. So here we are about 6 months later. Today's camera is a Minolta QT-SI. I've shot one of these before. This is not the same one. It is a different one. But that one I think I shot up at Whiskey Park in Cleveland. But today's lens is a Sigma 100 to 300. This is a DL lens, so it's kind of more their baseline stuff. It is a 4.5 to 6.7, so it does fall off a bit as you zoom it. I do have my lens hood on, just more for protection for anything else. There's no bright sun. Maybe it'll try to break out, but so I don't have to worry that much about flare. So nice even lighting. Hopefully the lens is fast enough. Today's film is some Kodak ProImage 100. This is current stock, relatively fresh. I bought this Pro Pack maybe about 6-7 months ago. This is the final roll from that Pro Pack. So I'm not going to make any ISO adjustments. Actually, this camera can't do that anyway, so I had to make sure I had good film. This camera, if you watched the previous episode, I told you a little bit about it, but I'll let you know again. This camera does not have any manual controls whatsoever. It is pretty much a point-and-shoot interchangeable lens camera. I do have some picture mode, so I do have a portrait, a landscape, a macro, sports, and a night portrait mode, but I can't control shutter speeds and apertures. Kind of through those modes, I've got a fake way of doing it. Portrait mode tries to keep the aperture down. Landscape mode goes deep. There's the sun a little bit. It'll probably get covered up by clouds in a second. So I'm kind of limited on my controls. But anyway, park I'm at, some nice hiking, jogging trails. I had a jogger, jog by a few minutes ago. Dog trails, I think over that way was the disc golf area. I might head that direction. And let me load this up and see what I can get. Be right back. So unlike a lot of the manual cameras that I've shot, this is pretty much a completely plastic camera. It does have a plastic lens mount, which I'm okay with. Plastic lens mounts on the lens, I'm not a big fan of. I've seen those break too many times. So this is okay. The chassis is plastic. The nice thing is it's nice and lightweight. The problem is it's nice and lightweight. If it takes a hit, if it takes a bug, cool. If it takes a hit, it's probably going to crack and break your camera. But the nice thing is these weren't terribly expensive cameras, and you could probably find these on eBay for less than 50 bucks. So this would be good for if you've got kids or someone you want to that's just getting into film photography and you're not sure if they understand exposure and shutter speeds and all the numbers behind it. You could get them something like this, and there was a couple other cameras like this, but you could get them something like this. They would have the ability to change lenses and make it feel like they were in total control, but yet the camera was doing a lot of it for you. So let me get some shots. I just saw a cardinal fly by and I got a longer lens. Let me see if I can grab him real quick. I'll be right back. So this lens does have a minimum focusing distance of about 6.5 feet, so I can't get too close, which is okay for the longer lenses. And it's just starting to sprinkle a little bit. I'm going to try to keep shooting, but if it comes down any harder, I might have to call it a day and finish up later. But I'll be right back. Okay, so it is starting to rain a little bit, and since my gear is not weather sealed, I'm gonna call it, at least at this location for now. I might finish up this roll about halfway through at a different location. We'll find out. Stay tuned. Catch you in a bit. Okay, so I finished up the camera after it rained a little bit, and shot some stuff around the house type of thing. Didn't make it back out to the park, but hey, that's what happens when the weather goes bad on you. Again, today's camera was the Minolta QTSI. It's an all-automatic SLR interchangeable lens camera. Good for those people that we're getting into photography but don't want to deal with the manual controls. It does have some scene modes, portrait, landscape, macro, action, night portrait, stuff like that. It does have the ability to use interchangeable lenses and Minolta Maxim autofocus lenses. Today's lens was a Sigma 100 to 300 4.5 to 6.7. This was their standard lens they do with kits. It was more of a price point lens. Optically, it was okay, wasn't great, but the fact that it slowed down to 6.7, you really had to be using 400 or 800 speed film to make this thing, make it work pretty well. And today's film was some current in-stock Kodak ProImage 100. The flash did go off an awful lot just because of the fact that I did not have flash control and it thought it needed it. So there'll probably be a little bit more flash in this series than typical, but that's okay. If you like the photos, because they will be posted at the end, feel free to give them a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. New episodes every Friday, Saturday. Occasionally a bonus one will get out there. It kind of depends upon if a particular camera or particular film that I want to push out there just to kind of get it out there. Feel free to comment with your own experience with Kodak ProImage or the Minolta Maxim series or Sigma lenses. And all right, feel free to subscribe. You'll get the alerts that the new episodes come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next episode.